Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. You know, there's an old adage that if you love what you do, it really isn't work, right? Being passionate about what you do can certainly help produce, and it can actually let it grow, and from that growth and passion, you actually could want to work a little more and harder and better. Of course, a great white whale for many managers is motivating their employees. I mean, yes, you can deal with policies and threats and quotas, or you can motivate by inspiring. Motivational speaker Jeremy Kingsley, who you may have seen making the rounds on the national shows, is stopped by this morning, and he's written a book on the very topic of using passion to motivate and actually get more out of us, the employees, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of leaders who, I think when they first get that position of authority, sometimes they try to use intimidation a little bit, and they should be thinking more influence.
Sure.
If they can build trust, trust builds loyalty, and that's when people really start to produce then.
Yeah, I think we've all worked for the boss who walks around with his cup wanting the TPS reports and screams you don't get them. Yeah. And then you've worked with bosses who are right next to you in the trenches who, you know, you have to follow the direction, but they're just as quick to pick up whatever it is you do as you are.
Yep, and it's the bosses who say, I'm going to take the extra time, I'm going to get to know people personally, not just professionally.
Right.
And they say, you know what, I'm going to instill some values and principles that they believe in. It's like in the book I talk a lot about patience and integrity and humility, and like you just said, maybe coming up alongside and serving with them. You start to build that kind of relationship, people will really start to produce results.
Right. And of course, the book is inspired people produce results, clearly, and that's really what you're looking at is making that connection and driving with passion, because it really is. If you love what you do, it's a lot easier to get up in the morning and you want to work harder because you respect your boss, or you love what you do and you want to do it as best as you can, as opposed to going, I cannot wait for 3 o'clock and punch out.
Right. There's so many people that get those two questions. One, how much do you like your job? And then how much do you like the people at your job? And if those two things can really start to become a positive, that's when you see a lot of great things.
Now, you've actually done, you've been doing, I guess, a world tour, or at least a national tour. Like I said, you're on Fox Business and Fox News and all these other things. How's that book tour going? How's the book being received around just outside of Columbia?
Well, so far it's been pretty good. I've had a great time in New York City. Of course, I got to spend time with Ainsley Earhart, who did the interview.
And she's from here. You know,
she's
she spent
from
some time
Columbia.
here in the city, yeah.
And kind of the neat story about that is, about 15 years ago, when I first started speaking at USC, she was a student there.
Oh, wow.
So you never know how things can turn out and kind of work back around. To us to have a chance to work together is pretty neat.
It is kind of a small world.
Yeah.
That's for sure. You know, so when you inspire, if you're a new manager, you know, like you said, you get there and you don't know, and so yeah, oftentimes you want to govern with fear because maybe it's insecurity, inexperience, whatever it is. Are there a couple of quick things you can, maybe if there's a new manager watching, maybe it's his first day managing a Walmart, who knows? But what kind of a couple of things can new managers, or managers maybe not new, maybe somebody who's been a jerk for 20 years, how can you start turning that ship?
Well, I think first you got to get to know your people. You know, you're looking for personality types, you're looking for strengths, you're looking for weaknesses, trying to put them in a position so they can excel. And if that happens, sometimes in that relationship, like I said earlier, if that trust starts to build, that's when things can start to change. But if you don't build trust, you're not going to have loyalty, and it's hard to see things happen. Great
leaders, are they born or are they made?
Yeah, that's a big question. I'd say it's a little bit of both. There's no doubt that there's leaders who are born with certain skills, abilities, certain personality types seem to draw people in, but you can also learn to be organized, you can learn to have strategic plans, you can learn how to hold people accountable, so it's a little mixture of both.
Awesome stuff. Jeremy Kingsley,
hey,
great stuff. We'll get links for you at MidlandsConnect.com on your book. It's good stuff. Inspired people produce results. Saying, look, you want employees to give you more, don't threaten them, inspire them, be passionate. Great stuff, Jeremy. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thanks.
There's a lot more Good Day Columbia on the way, guys. We're going to check in with the weather. And oh yeah, just get ready. It's a Thursday. Never know what's going to happen. If you got hair on like Ryan Kitchell, it'll be blown back, I promise. Don't move.
Hi, I'm Shamar. You're watching Good Day Columbia.
Wake up with Good Day Columbia tomorrow morning at 5 and start your day the local way.
All right, guys, if you missed the deal this week,